Hi guys, I'm Good Guy Griffo, and welcome to my Mercy Guide. Mercy is probably one of the best characters to start playing if you're new to playing support, or even just new to Overwatch or shooter games in general. But she does also allow for some more complex mechanics if you choose to master her if you want, just to push you play to its highest potential. So if you want to learn how to play this character, do I have the video for you. But before we start, let me just say, if you enjoyed the video or learned something new, why not leave a like and subscribe? It doesn't cost you anything and helps my channel grow. Also, I've been streaming semi-regularly on YouTube, often around 6 PM CST, so if you're interested, why not check that out? But without further ado, let's get into the video. Let's start with a kit, and then once it's explained, I can go over and talk to you about what you need to be doing as Mercy and how to go about doing it. First off, Mercy has 200 health, which is standard for all support characters. Mercy is one of two characters that can swap their weapons, which means that she has two different weapons for us to cover. Her first weapon is Caduceus or Caduceus, however you pronounce it. I don't really know, to be honest. But this is her healing staff. She can hold down the shoot button while hovering over any ally, and a beam will attach to the selected ally. Once connected, you can freely move your camera and the beam will stay on your ally. This beam will heal your ally for 55 health a second. The staff also has an alternate fire. It works just like a healing beam, except this beam provides a 30% damage boost to the receiver. Also, something to note, that is after 1.3 seconds of being out of line of sight of your beam target, the beam will break, which means you can just poke around corners for a split second to stay in safety while your ally is in the fray of battle. Mercy's second weapon is Blaster, and this is a pistol. The pistol shoots 5 rounds a second, and each round deals 20 damage. These bullets are projectiles, which have a medium projectile speed, 0 spread, and 0 damage drop-off. This pistol holds 20 bullets and reloads in 1.4 seconds. Also, when you have the staff out, the pistol will automatically reload after the given time. Also, one thing to note about Mercy's pistol is that the hitbox for her bullets is insanely large, so make sure you abuse it. Mercy's first ability is Guardian Angel. When activated, Mercy will quickly fire to a targeted ally within line of sight. This ability has a 1.5 second cooldown. Guardian Angel can be cancelled mid-flight, and it can also be used on dead allies. Mercy's second ability is Resurrect. Mercy can target a dead ally and bring them back to life. This ability has 1.5 second cast time, in which if Mercy is interrupted, the res will cancel. While resing with Mercy, she has a 75% movement speed penalty. Also, know that once the res has been started, Mercy only needs to stay within 7 meters for the res to complete. This means that she does not need to maintain line of sight and can stay safe. Resurrect has a 30-second cooldown. Now onto Mercy's passives. And you heard right, I said passives. She has 2 of them. Her first passive is Regeneration. After 1 second of taking damage, Mercy will regain 20 health per second. It's pretty simple, and it's really helpful at staying healthy during poking phases. Mercy's second passive is Angelic Descent. While in the sky, Mercy can hold jump and she will very slowly fall through the sky. This does not affect her horizontal speed, but drastically slows her vertical movement. This allows her to float off high grounds and join her allies in the sky if they can fly. Finally, we have Mercy's ultimate Valkyrie. Mercy's ult basically turns all her abilities up to 11. Everything Mercy was doing is now better, so let's start going over what changes. Mercy's healing beam will heal for 60 health a second. Also, if your beam is attached to a target, any ally within line of sight will also receive the same benefits. This means you can be healing your entire team for 60 health a second, or providing a 30% damage boost to everyone. Next up, her blaster now has infinite ammo and its projectile speed is twice as fast. Guardian Angel is also much faster, making it incredibly difficult to hit you mid-flight. Next up are her passives. Regeneration is no longer stopped by damage, giving her a permanent 20 health per second. And Angelic Descent now allows you to fly through the air, and you can move in all directions. By holding space you will ascend, and by holding crouch you will descend. And Valkyrie will last for 15 seconds. So that was a lot more to explain than I thought there would be. But in reality, she is really a simple character. All you need to do is just keep healing allies when they are low, and damage boosting your damage threats when no one is healing. With the use of Guardian Angel, you have insane mobility when moving from teammate to teammate, allowing you to assist your teammates in whatever skirmish they're in. On Mercy, you're really hard to catch and kill, as you've got the tools in your kit to dodge, duck, and weave through most scenarios, while at the same time providing your support. So let's explore why Mercy is such a good character to introduce you into the support role or Overwatch in general. First off, you don't really have to have much interaction with the enemy team. There is no ability that you have to use on them, and all your abilities are toggles onto teammates, which is why she's such a great character for newer players to pick up. She doesn't require much mechanical ability at all, and which allows you to fully focus on your team and keep them healthy. However, this is a double-edged sword. Since she doesn't require much mechanical ability, there are less skills to master to distinguish yourself as a really good Mercy player. But at all ranks below Masters, I cannot recommend Mercy enough, as she is a really good pick, and currently even in Masters and above, she's got a really high play rate, which is sort of an issue, but that's for another video. But yeah, Mercy is a great character to start learning how to play support. But let's get right into the tips and strategies, just so you know how to play Mercy. First, I want to talk about a specific setting that you may want to change exclusively for Mercy. With Mercy's beam, you normally have to continuously hold it down for healing or damage boost, but there is a setting that allows you just to toggle it onto allies and it will continue healing even if you let go. Personally, I prefer to hold it, but I know some of my friends use toggle, so it all comes down to personal preference. Now that we've started talking about the beam, I may as well talk about damage boost and when to use it and on who. Damage boost provides a flat 30% damage increase to your allies' damage. Now when should you use this beam on allies? Basically, when none of your allies are low or need healing, you should be on damage boost. So we know when, but now we need to know who we use it on. And well, your first thought is probably the person with the highest damage output in your team, as they will gain the most extra damage. And while that is true, certain characters can use this damage boost to break certain damage thresholds, for shots to kill or just time to kill. The best example was actually Ashe with damage boost. She used to go from dealing 160 damage for a headshot to dealing 208 damage, which meant that she could one-shot any squishy target, but she got nerfed, so this is no longer possible. Another funny example is this one. I love that clip. But yeah, it's important to damage boost people who can break the damage barriers for a much quicker time to kill. If you're unsure, just damage boost whoever's doing the best. That often tends to work. I want to explore pocketing on Mercy. Let me explain what pocketing is first. Pocketing is just sticking as a support to an ally and providing as much support to them as possible. This allows that player to carry games as they are just very hard to kill, as they have so much support permanently on them. Mercy is the best support in the game for pocketing players. The reason that she is the best is that even when your ally is at full health, she can continue to provide utility with damage boost, and even if they die through your heals, you can always resurrect them if they die. But that is why Mercy is the best support at pocketing a teammate. Okay, let's move on to how to stay alive on Mercy. In order to stay alive in teamfights, you will have to use your teammates for mobility. You can fly to any one of them every second and a half, so make sure you use your teammates as your escape route. Also make sure that while healing teammates, you are constantly looking around for potential escape routes and looking out for flankers. And as long as you do this, it's very difficult for most characters to pin you down and finish you off in an efficient manner. There actually is an aspect of Mercy's mobility which I will not be talking about, but I will mention and explain what it is, but just not how to do it. This is Mercy's super jump. Now before I explain it, let me just say that this is an exploit. It's not intended in the game. I have no idea why Mercy is so special to keep her move an exploit, because in the past they removed Brig, Moira and Lucio's mobility exploit. But what the super jump allows you to do is to use Guardian Angel and at the end of your flight, fly up into the sky and escape almost every scenario. This is not a move that you need to play Mercy, and I don't like that it exists at all. But if you really want to learn Mercy, you should be aware that this exists. Okay, that's all I have for tips for Mercy, so let's just go over one last time how you should be playing Mercy. While healing your allies, you should be constantly looking around for low health allies and potential threats to you or your allies. If everyone is relatively healthy, provide a damage boost to your most potent damage threat, and when it's amongst fights, use Guardian Angel to try and avoid conflict as much as possible. And if they chase you, don't be afraid to whip out your pistol and teach them a lesson. But that's about everything I had to say about playing Mercy. If you wanted to start playing Overwatch or support, Mercy is a great place to start, as you can learn more core concepts about the game without needing much mechanical ability. But if you enjoyed the video or learned something new, why not leave a like and subscribe. Till next, see you then.
My phone lights up, but it's never you. I can't help but feel so